Whoopity-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Hello. Hello, it's me. It's me. Super Pyro. Okay, let me check if everything is okay. I got everything ready. I need to go over to Black Box. I also forgot to darken myself so that I'm not flashbanging you guys. So. Yo, welcome back, Violet. as, as you saw in the last few streams, you got mentioned a few times when we had questions for clarifications and other things. We were like, Tower of God. For today, I have plans to read chapters 60 to 69, I think. That's my plan. What would be the next stepping point after 69? After 69 would be 74. Maybe, let's see how far we will get today. Okay, where did we leave off? There was the fake, not even fake out death, because we all knew that Ivanka wouldn't die like that. So there was that happening, and now we are fearing that Ivanka is going to end the life of a literal mother. Is that like the first person we know that is like a literal mother? Because even though you guys sometimes call Masheni mommy, Masheni is not a mother, I think. Wait, no, she's a princess. There's no way she could be a mother. What if you become a mother before you become a princess? Because a princess is not allowed to have a relationship. But if you had a relationship before you became a princess, it's like, do you just kill your husband? 68 is the last chapter before the hiatus. Oh, so I'm actually getting used to hiatus stuff already. Apparently 69 is the end of an arc, so I was thinking to stop there. But let's read the chapter for now. Dawn, clear a path for us. Otherwise everyone will get trapped in the wall and die. Are you deaf? I sat there holding our friends as hostages. You guys should just leave. We can't. There's no way to stop this fight. Have you forgotten that we used to be against Zahar's army? Of course not. That's why I'm blocking you. How are you even alive though? Why'd you come here? Why did I come here? To fight Zahar's forces, of course. I see. So you didn't come here to see me? I mean, of course. That was also part of the reason. Are you sick of fighting? Just look at this world. Nothing's changed even after all this time. We fought for nothing. We destroyed and tormented the people around us to get revenge. And in the end, we didn't even make anyone's lives any better. Dawn. Before sealing myself in the wall, I met a man. He told me about that Slayer candidate boy. So I asked him, will that boy be able to go down a different path from Zahar? So, unless this is Zahar, my main theories are, is this Karaka? But how would Karaka know about the future Slayer candidate? Karaka is also not that old just yet, I think. No idea how old Karaka is, but he's like seen as a younger person. And then there's also this theory of like, I don't know, the 13 great warriors reached the 134th floor, and then Zahar basically got somehow locked or sealed by the administrator of that floor, and the administrator granted all of the family heads immortality and took over the position of Zahar. Dude, I'm only time will tell. I've known Zahar for a very long time. He didn't used to be the way he is now. That's when I realized nothing would change even if some kind of savior appeared in the tower like our master said. He would spill rivers of blood, and even if he took power, he'd just end up becoming a monster like Zahar. Everyone changes when they seize power. Their journeys might all be different, but the result is always the same. It was only after leaving the battlefield that I realized. I must have also seemed selfish to some people out there. While I was fighting Zahar's forces to avenge my parents, so many helpless people died waiting for this fight to end. Fighting won't change anything, so we might as well just stop. if nothing changed even during all that time I was asleep, if that's really human nature, I'd rather just give up on all that fighting and live a normal, decent life. I just wanna forget about all that crap like revenge or a greater purpose or whatever, and travel with my friends, have good food together, call my family sometimes, meet good people, fall in love, and have just a normal life, cha. Versus Kallavan, number 1. So, the stream title is actually correct this time. Versus Kallavan for real this time. Because I thought like we would really fight like Kallavan versus White. I expected that, but it didn't happen. I thought like we had a bigger fight against Kallavan already in the next 10, and nothing happened. So now we finally are in the arc called Kallavan versus Kallavan. I'm surprised you learned to use orbs in such a short amount of time. And 3 of them at that. Very impressive. I'm putting everything I've got into this attack. And it was for nothing. He broke through, and he actually did! Wow! The final fight. It's like when you're like an artist, or in my case, just like producing videos. Whenever I make videos, it's like Tower of God girlfriend list, final cuts. Tower of God final cut, final edition. Tower of God final edition for real this time, final. Tower of God, this one will be uploaded, I'm sure. How the hell? I didn't think the old Shinsu was strong enough to break through an explosion like that. It's not his power, it's his stamina. Not even that explosion stopped him. He just keeps drawing Shinsu from those orbs. It's almost like he's got unlimited Shinsu. Here comes round 2. Boom, 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 pow! How cute. Didn't anyone ever tell you never to turn your back on an enemy? Kallavan style Shinsu control skill. World of Darkness. Field of Destruction. Fire! No, that's actually water? Well, you see, Shinsu is the water of God, you know? And so that's actually water, not fire. Don't stop! Hold him down! Okay! Hansung U style Shinsu control skill. Blue Steel Wave. It's time! Use your power! Alright. Orb Shinsu Black Holes here. Stardust! Rumble, 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 rumble. There's not even a scratch on him. How tough is this guy? Impressive. That last attack managed to break through the essence of bravery and cut me. One of them is weak but deadly, and the other is tough but not a lethal threat. Which of them should I deal with first? Wait, what's there to think about? They won't give up on each other anyway. Crap! Karaka! Did we ever learn if Karaka is Wangnan's older brother? Or is he like a twin? Is he actually younger than Wangnan? How old is Wangnan? Stop! Stay back, Viol. It's a trap! It's a trap! No! There he goes. Red Freezer incoming. I knew you'd come running to him. I can't believe you'd risk all those people's life just to save one person. You're such a fool, Jew of your grace. Some people in FUG may think you've got what it takes to be the greatest king since Kings of Hearts, but you're not like him at all. You've got no right to be a king. If someone as easily shaken as you ever took power, it would only add to the chaos in this world. That's why I'm just gonna finish you off right now, right here. Karaka, lethal move, that's not going to be lethal. Armor Tree Strike! Karaka thought of Wangan as his brother, but that's all we know, okay. I would just assume that Karaka would be older. But if they are, that makes so many questions. If they are actually, you know, Zahar's children, and not maybe some genetic modification bullshit or so, if they are actually the children, and Wangnan is like only, I don't know, 100 years old, Zahar had like slept with a woman 100 years, like, so he tried to overcome his broken heart of Arlene and slept around with different women. Who is to say that Karaka and Wangnan are the only children, by the way? I mean, they are the only... We know that there are 2 rings, so that's what makes us assume that there are only 2 of them, but who knows? The life of a king is a heavy responsibility. It means having everyone beneath you serve and worship you. King Zahar is different from you. He sees everyone aside from himself and the 10 great family leaders as completely equal. I press X on that. I don't believe that Zahar sees anyone as completely equal. Maybe he sees them as completely equal, but if all of them are bugs, in the eyes of Zahar, I mean, yeah, they're equal in his eyes, but they're still, like, worth nothing. So he doesn't care if he loses a few of his subjects. Unlike you, he doesn't let himself get distracted from the big picture. He's solemn and serene. You can't be unique like that. You're just an ordinary person, with no right to have anyone sacrifice their life for you. Karaka, did he just deflect my punch? You're right. Like you said, maybe I'm not great enough for anyone to sacrifice their life for my sake. Maybe that's why I still make stupid choices, even when so many people's lives are on the line. I don't know anything about being a king, and I'm not so aloof that I can pretend like I don't care about all the people that have died. I'm foolish, and I can't do everything by myself. I'm just another ordinary person. But any other ordinary person would have come here to save their master like me. They wouldn't run away and leave behind someone they care about. So you guys are the ones sacrificing the soldiers just to stop what is right. That's why I'm gonna keep going. I may be foolish and a lot of people may lose their lives. But someday those people will all come together and overthrow 25th bomb style transcendental skill that corrupts king of yours. Twin wings, black and white wings. Laurel butterfly piercing technique. Mr. Viol! That attack reverberated throughout my entire body. But too bad. It was just a little too weak. You'd have taken my arm right off if that attack went just a bit deeper. It was my fault for letting you attack me while Karaka was holding me back. Well, I'll be honest, I underestimated you, like I do with everybody. But with that slight miscalculation just now, you lost your last chance to distract me, and your last chance to survive this. I admit, you're certainly powerful enough to be a threat to King Zahar in the future. That's why I have to finish you off now. Ooh, did the one decide to save him? Go on. Did you change your mind? No, I'm still going to fight to stop this war. But I just don't think it's necessary to kill that boy. Can we just let him go? How fickle. But sorry, I can't do that. Now that I've personally experienced how strong he is, we end this here. What should I do? I'm pretty sure Kallavan will start attacking properly now, since he now knows that I can actually hurt him. I can't just continue to rely on others and keep avoiding his attacks. I need to block him myself. There must be a way to defend against his attacks just like Karaka's armor. I must find it. I must pull it out myself. Pull it out of myself. The heck? What is that? Is it a shield? Blue Frieza? The fuck is a blue Frieza? What? Huh? Level 2 transformation blue shield. It's like the blue Frieza, the red Frieza but leveled up? Or did I forget when Bomb got like a second Frieza? I thought he only had a red one. I thought he had like the red Frieza and 2 forts. Where the hell did the blue Frieza appear from? At the same moment between the fleet by the barrier's walls. Hey, you'll regret this. Do you have any idea how risky this is? Not that I mind risk, of course. Shut up before I break the spell. We can't let our guard down for even a second. Hockney, what's going on? What happened to the branch leader? Did you find the sniper? Well, the branch leader fused himself with the Windbird and is on a rampage, so I don't think that we can stop him right now. I think the core is in its head, but none of our attacks are working. As for the sniper, I ran a search in the direction the uncle gave me, but it's strange. There's too much debris in the way. There's no way anyone could have sniped from there. Alright, let Isu handle the search. I've got a plan, so tell him to make sure he finds the sniper. It's a blue demon that was with Bum since the time he got the first 4. The blue demon. Did we know that the blue demon was called the Blue Frieza? I remember like a red and a blue demon. Wait, did Bum get the blue demon from the red Frieza? From the first 4? I thought he had the blue demon like since forever ago. Like, I don't know. Like, I thought there was his original power inside of him. Bum's in a fight to the death with Kallavan. We've gotta beat him. And get White's power back to what it was in its prime. Okay? Chapter 1 of the day. End. Pretty okay-ish. I mean, the normal shenanigans with White, who's acting a bit, like, stuck up, but that's just his personality because he thinks he's, like, the god of the world because he was a slayer and looks down on other people. But he was strong, I mean, but he was not, like, peak. What else happened, actually? Like, the fight with Karaka and Kallavan, you know? I don't know how this is going to develop. Bum's Blue Frieza, will that give him the edge? I mean, Bum managed to hurt a top 100 ranker already, and he's like a C rank regular? Imagine. Crazy stuff. There's the Windbird. The wind is acting like a whip. Watch out! Watch me whip, whip. Watch me Windbird. Watch me whip, whip. Watch me Windbird. He's destroying all of the ships. Holy crap, what the hell is that? Lord Doom! Kallavan! It seems like one of the Rugrats is our plan. I suggest you hear him out. 5 minutes earlier. Damn it, where is she? I'd taken her out. See the body anywhere. Is she still alive? I better use the lighthouse. What's going on? I swear I tracked the sniper in the right direction. Why isn't anyone here? This isn't like you are. This isn't like you. Are you worried about dying now? Oh no, I thought Ivanka cut her hair, but it's just like up in the sky for some reason. I like fighting, but that doesn't mean I want to just roll over and die. If the sniper got more bullets with that kind of firepower, it totally changes things. But I bet that sniper got the power from the administrator with some kind of restriction, so I know that Bastard can keep shooting those bullets forever. The administrator always puts a limit on really powerful abilities, otherwise it would disrupt the balance in the tower. I've heard there are monsters that can sometimes break those rules, but the one who shot me probably got that kind of power with a restriction in place, like a really intense rebound each time a shot is fired. That bastard seems like a type that hunts down advanced rankers in the chaos of battle just for a ranking boost. Hey, have you found a sniper yet? A lighthouse moved over in that direction. I'm checking every possible route, but there's no way that a sniper could have gotten you from that direction. For now we should just trust Isu and what Waitlit like Kun said. What? You expect me to just trust that kid? He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. I found the sniper! Isu! Really, Isu? You found a sniper? Seriously? It's still just a guess, but I'm almost sure of it. Hockney, I checked that route you sent me. And there's definitely no way the sniper could have sniped Ivanka from there. But something doesn't seem right, so I kept checking with my observer, and I saw a few bits of debris moving along the flow of the Shinsu. That means I think the sniper is moving the debris around to hide their location. They must be using Shinsu or some kind of advanced skill anyway. I tracked the flow of the Shinsu and calculated the movement of the debris. After putting all the pieces together, I found the spot where a sniper might have shot from. There's one possible spot from the routes I've checked, and I sent my observer to confirm. Want me to connect it to the lighthouse? Alright. He did all those calculations that quickly? Hold on, he and Kun never fail to surprise me. I see it! That's where a sniper is hiding. Great! Good job, man, you're a genius! You sure studied your ass off. You're making me blush. Oh, I meant tearing up. Alright, I'm going in to kill that sniper. Wait, Lord Ivanka, Kun says he's got a plan. A plan? 5 minutes later, the present. What's going on, Lord Ivanka? I found it. The teleportation device in the broken floating ship. It's still working. Great, hook it up for me. I'll give you my lighthouse code. All devices in a floating ship are compatible with any type of lighthouse, so it should be easy to connect to. Are you sure that's going to work? You may have to go to hell and back, but right now this is the quickest option, trust me. Has anyone ever told you you're almost scarily blunt? Are you there, Isu? Yeah, thankfully it doesn't look like there are any observers around. I guess they were more concerned with outside threats and left this area unguarded. Perfect, just as I expected. But why are you sniffling? Never mind, you wouldn't understand, Mr. Prince Charming. Are you sure we can do this? I'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just trust the observer's reaction speed. Alright, it's a pretty big distance to cover. Be careful, Kun. Roger that. Here I go. Now it's... Wow, it's them. They really came. Hong told you what's going on, right? Help us out. Full speed ahead. Woof! Give me a second. I want to keep that one for the future. I might make an emote out of that. I guess we don't have much choice. Help me cover them, Paul. Okay. Is that the nest? Nah, the nest is way bigger. That's just like one of the smaller ships that were on the... Not the nest, the cage. The cage is way bigger. I think this is just a smaller ship that was inside of the cage. Oh no! Hong! Keep going, past the wall, and avenge my father. This is it. Ready? Hell yeah! Here goes. Nothing! There she is. She's still alive. She's making a beeline for me. She's got some guts. Did she realize I've got a restriction on my power and assume I only had one shot? She's not even trying to attack me with her flames. Is she trying to act tough, or has she run out of flames for now? She looks a bit different too. I'm not sure if she's trying to confuse me or if she's just really cocky. But either way, my bullets are way faster than her. A real sniper never hesitates. Shot! Fired! Now! She dodged it? How can it be? Not even Evankel is fast enough to dodge a high ranker's sniper power bullets. But if the observer tells her when a bullet is fired, she should be able to dodge it, since it takes some time for the bullet to reach her. Besides, right below the place Evankel came out of, right where the bullet will hit, there's a teleportation device connected to my lighthouse. And when the bullet is transmitted by my lighthouse through the teleportation device... You're streaming on Monday? In this crazy heat? Yeah, without my fan, I wouldn't be surviving, Ren. And yeah, I said last week on Thursday that I would be streaming on Monday, because I am not home on Thursday. So that's why I'm streaming earlier. And when the bullet is transmitted by my lighthouse through the teleportation device, it'll pierce right through that thing's core. That's how they kill the Windbird. So they're even using the abilities of the other girl there. Yeah, I'm also melting. It's horrible in this heat. With all these strong pawns on the battlefield, it's fun to move them around. We did it! How do you feel, White? White? Huh? A shield? He just keeps pulling out new tricks. Time for a little rest. Ah, whatever. You blocked it. I got lucky just now, but I don't even know how to use this thing and I'm running out of strength. I can only block him once or twice more at most. You're really starting to get on my nerves. We've been fighting Kallavan for like 3 weeks now. This is the third week that we're fighting Kallavan. Mr. Karaka! It's okay, I've got him. Mr. Cha, you don't mind, do you? Jeez. Who are you? I'm Lord Kallavan's servant. You have to get past me first if you want to stop Lord Kallavan. Fuck, who are you? You give me the creeps. Serviole! It broke. I can't keep this up anymore. The attacks keep getting stronger. This is it. Here he comes again. It's too late. It's too late, so White is now here to stop the attack. Obviously. Are you? Yo, look at him. He got the crown from Digimon. From Digimon. Sheesh. He got the silver crown from Digimon Cyber Sleuth. White? Well, well. Looks like the first victim to celebrate my return to power will be you, Kallavan. Is like the red part on his face makeup? Did he use makeup just before arriving here, or did he like is it like a sign that his power is returning? And is the crown also like a symbol of his power, or where did he get that one from? So you wouldn't say that the first thing he's here, the Majestic White. Rin, you wouldn't call the first fight between Kallavan and White a fight? You wouldn't call the fights that Viol, like Bam and Karaka had so far against Kallavan a fight? They've at least last week they already fought, and 2 weeks ago it was a different fight against Kallavan, but it was still a fight against Kallavan. Majestic White. But wait, but how? He looks like him. He always had a crown. It just keeps changing, just like his form's based. Okay, so the crown just continues to get bigger. One day he will have a crown bigger than, I don't know, bigger than a skyscraper. White wasn't a real match against Kallavan yet. Yeah, he was no match, but they still fought. You didn't see this coming, did you? 4th Army Corps Commander. The man who was suspected of being the Slayer White has regained his original power. Murders Kallavan, 3. How dare he look down at Lord Kallavan like that? I turned down a position as a division commander and joined the platoon just for Lord Kallavan. I don't like that guy one bit. Platoon Commander Yolker, wait! Where are your manners? I fixed your manners for you. You should thank me. Back when I first made a name for myself in this tower, my followers used to paint blood next to their eyes to look like me, and for a while that became the symbol of rebels throughout the tower. You probably didn't know that, but seeing those marks next to your eyes, you must have been at the bottom of one of those groups of rebels. What a cute soul. Then again, compared to the gods of this tower, I suppose I'm just another insignificant soul too. By the way, nice Hwaryu. Yeah, she's been here too. I didn't find a picture of her summer outfit on the internet, so I couldn't make that. At first I wanted to use that, but I didn't find one. Don't be too hard on yourself. What the hell? His vibe totally changed. You have probably sealed away for too long to know him, but he used to be one of the most notorious slayers in the whole tower. I'm not sure how, but it looked like he regained his old power. I hope he doesn't point that sword at us. I've definitely got my power back. But it doesn't feel like quite enough. Out of everyone here, the person with the soul I want more than anything is him. If I devour him, I bet I get an enormous boost of power. But I won't act too hastily. I'm counting on him. Ready to get started? But first, why don't you remove that restriction on your arm? I'd feel almost embarrassed to beat you if you can only use one arm. I'll pass. Smash or pass? White style Aria's sword skill. Lethal move. If you think you're fighting the same White as last time. 7 blood spirit blade. You're sorely mistaken, Kallavan. I just love White. Wow, Rin, I didn't think that you would be a person like that. I just love white people. Wow. The name is so unlucky, man. If his name was like the Korean word for white or like Shiro, it would be. I would not have that many problems, man. But white is so. So wow. I guess you're right. He's not using any flashy sword skills like last time. But every strike of the blade is swift and heavy. This won't be easy. Essence of bravery. You're just wielding those incredibly strong powers. Yeah, white got strong again. You know what's funny? It took white longer to get that strong than Bum. Like, the amount of chapters. Okay, we say white is indeed supreme right now. No, not white supremacy. No, don't bring out the white supremacy. It took white longer to regain his powers than it took Bum to almost get to the power level of a high ranker. White style sword skill, lethal move. Blades of Fury. Wow, he's actually on equal footing with Kallavan. In fact, since Kallavan's got one arm tied up, he's actually beating him. Want me to teach you? Is he looking at you? How to burn souls? You're ready. Now I'll say it again. Untie that stupid arm of yours. Bum got MC power-ups, it's not fair. Yeah, Bum is an isekai character, so he just gets everything he wants. The girls, the power-ups, the positions in great power. I'd like to, but this is a punishment from Lord Zahart. I promise not to untie my arm until I get the order from him to untie it. I gladly fight you with one arm though. So you won't give me a proper fight, huh? What a shame. White, what are you doing? Is it you, Kun? Hurry up and finish him off. He's only got one arm. This is the perfect chance to kill him. Yeah, you're right. But now that I've got my powers back, I want to have a proper fight with Kallavan. What? Since when were you such a gentleman? Shut up. Souls don't taste any good if they die without a struggle. Besides, I need to show you how I burn souls. I feel like he'll need it soon as well. What? He wants to show us what? What the heck is he up to? The branch leader was defeated and now White's got his power back. Shouldn't you do something, 4th Army Corps Commander? Or do you have some kind of secret plan up your sleeve? You don't seem to understand the plan I explained to you, Princess. I told you, this is a war of attrition. What the heck are you thinking? Now, I'm going to blow up the 4th Army Corps flagship. Strange. I haven't seen their flagship in a while. Where did it go? Inside the 4th Army Corps flagship, the engine room. There's this Kun guy, Company Commander Kallavan. 4th Army Corps Commander. Good work out there. The commanders are very impressed by your initiative on the front line. I've also been keeping an eye on the front and sending the 4th Army Corps the best plans I can. So actually I need you to do me a favor. That lunatic. A favor? What is it, Commander? As we speak, our flagship is sneaking up to the cage in stealth mode. After bringing the flagship as close to the cage as possible, I'm thinking of blowing up the ship along with the cage. Or Corps Commander, if you do that, there's a good chance that all of our troops behind the wall will be killed. It can't be helped. There must be a reason they brought that slow cage all the way here and are guarding it. They're probably planning on using the cage for something. I'd like to blow the cage up before they can do anything with it, but it's not easy with Yama around. At the moment, the 4th Army Corps flagship is running on a powerful Shinsu combustion engine. If that engine were to blow up, the blast would be unimaginably massive. If you blow up the flagship right near the cage, not even Yama will be able to stop it. Of course, most of our troops would die along with the cage, but don't worry about that. For obvious reasons, okay? Because White is in there, probably. The new recruits for the 4th Army Corps are already waiting on the other side of the wall. They're even stronger and more powerful than the current 4th Army Corps. General HQ already gave us the go-ahead to replace the 4th Army Corps with them. From now on, they're gonna lead the 4th Army Corps. If you cooperate, I'll make sure Lord Zahart gives you the order to untie your arm. Since you used to be a Corps commander, the troops trust you. To make sure this operation succeeds, do whatever you can to stop the rankers near the cage. And try to calm the Corps down. Is that clear? So we are just disposables, huh? Yes, Commander. As a soldier, following orders is my duty. I'll do my best to make sure the operation succeeds. Thanks. But, if the operation fails, and all those soldiers die for nothing, I want you to take responsibility, Commander. Responsibility? Yes, since this involves the deaths of so many soldiers. I'll make sure you take responsibility as their commander. With your life. His arms untied. Fine, if this operation fails, you can come kill me and take my position as Corp Commander, Company Commander Kallavan. But first, make sure you do your duty as my subordinate. Yes, Commander. You're finally gonna put up a proper fight, huh? I'd better give it my best too, then. This is the strongest sword I can make. It's called Kallavan. That's very close to Kallavan. Hey, Slayer candidate, watch and learn. This is how you burn souls. You're gonna need this soon enough. Yolker, try to hold back the guys approaching the barrier wall. I don't think there's anything you can do to help me fight that guy. Yes, sir. This battle. Is that what you've decided? Yeah, I'll join Zahar's army. I knew the moment I met him yesterday. He's the one who'll make my dream come true. There's still a test left, but I'm sure I'll pass. Thank goodness, Lord Kallavan. I was worried you might turn down my suggestion. But if you join the army, you won't be as free as you are now. You won't be able to come and go as you wish, and you'll have to wear a uniform. I wonder if everyone will be able to get used to this. I'm sure everyone will be fine as long as you're around, sir. You gathered all of us yourself, after all. Your dream is to gather everyone under one great power, to put an end to all the wars and division. Of course, not many of us understand the dream of yours. But everyone stayed by your side and is doing well, sir. Some fell for your power, some fell for your personality or appearance, and others just liked you without any particular reason. You may be scary, but amazingly enough, everyone here likes you, sir. If you suggest we join the army, we'll join the army. If you tell us to die, we'll die. And if you tell us to live, we'll live, sir. Just give us the order. Kallavan is the name of the biggest diamond. Like in real life? Kallavan. The Kallavan is an all-terrain, all-season SUV. There's the Kallavan diamond. Okay. Biggest diamond ever found in 1905 in South Africa. It's it weighs in for 620 grams. That's a big diamond. Just give us the order. We will always be your faithful servants, Lord Kallavan. Bro met someone a day ago and decided to be his lackey. Where did it say that they just met each other a day ago, Rin? Oh yeah, I knew the moment. Oh yeah, that part here. I misunderstood. I thought like you meant the blue guy with Kallavan, but no, it means Kallavan with Zahard. Kallavan is, I don't know. I like his dream and everything, but I still feel like it would make more sense for him to oppose Zahard, because Zahard is not really doing a good job. Or is Zahard doing a good job? Man, I'm confused if Zahard is doing a good job at this point. Like, if FUG didn't exist, would Zahard actually be all that bad? Would it be bad to live under Zahard? How high are the taxes? This battle is dedicated to the army corps. How high are the taxes in the Zahard Kingdom? That's a very important question for if I want to go and live there. Probably the most important question. I'm still wondering, like, I understand the whole stealth mode stuff, but how can the stealth modes work so well that you can hide basically from any sort of radar, even on the best, biggest ships and everything? I feel like the stealth mode is just way too convenient. We've got trouble, Lord Yama. What's wrong? Beneath the cage. The 4th Army Corps flagship is approaching. What? How the hell did that huge thing sneak up on us like that? Can it operate in stealth mode? Like every other big ship we have seen so far, almost? Block it. No matter what happens, don't let it get near a cage. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, my eye, my eye. Ugh. Where did his pupils go? White, where are your pupils? Kallavan, where are your pupils? Yeah, these are like... The scale of attacks is so big in Tower of God. I can feel it. The power of White's spell. The power of countless souls is flowing out of his attacks. Out of his body. And creating a sword. I think I know exactly how he's using that spell. It's like he's trying to provoke me. He just keeps showing me. Yo, don't let their fight distract you. This is our chance. Let's go break the spell on the wall. Okay, Mr. Karaka. Is he on his way? Hold on, Bomb. Miss Warrior, the situation changed in the cage. I don't think they're gonna be able to fire the needle right now. The enemy's flagship is approaching the cage. What? Damn it. When the hell? Where'd that flagship come from? Was it in stealth mode? I didn't expect this. What's going on? How did the flagship get so close? What the hell are they thinking? This is bad. If those two flagships crash into each other, a ton of people will die. There might be no taxes, but you gotta kill people if they could get stronger than Zahar in the future. As Duel said, Zahar was strategy for her side, but not for everyone else. He brought the Order and the Tower. Some readers love Zahar, and some hate because he's an interesting character. I mean, it's the same way as, like, I love Rachel. The problem is, like, we've heard some stuff of, we have mainly heard stuff that Zahar has been doing, but we have not seen all that stuff. So I don't even have that big picture of Zahar. Like, I want to see him actually do stuff. Not just like his army do stuff, but like him doing stuff. Which one? It doesn't matter. The 4th Army Corps flagship is going to self-destruct. Get as far away as possible. Luch. Luch? What's Luch doing here? I'll show those bastards. Don't attack Lord Yama. What? Why not? A flagship that size must have a massive Shinsu engine. If that explodes at that distance, everyone around the cage will be slaughtered. The damage would be enormous and we won't be able to fire the needle. For now, I think the best thing is to abandon the cage, evacuate everyone and just remove the needle launcher. Alright. The entry room in the 4th Army Corps flagship. You'd better keep your promise this time. You sure are suspicious of me. We're from the same family, remember? Shut up after what you did. You must have seen it yourself. Your friends are all on an unmanned floating ship headed outside of the wall. It's your turn to keep your promise now. Fine. He's destroying those things. So he's sacrificing himself, basically. He's offing himself. What's going on? Why is the flagship over there? If they don't stop the ship, it's gonna go down with the cage. Maybe someone broke into the flagship. What the hell is going on? Should I go check out the flagship? Don't stop it. It's an order from the 4th Army Corps Commander. 4th Army Corps Commander? Kallavan? No, it's not Kallavan, it's the other guy, because Kallavan is not the commander anymore. The flagship is going to blow up with the cage. Oh, it's Kallavan screaming. Did I miss it? Miss what? The reveal of Full Power White? Yes, Full Power White has already appeared. He's currently fighting against Kallavan. And also, welcome Noisy Boy. I hope you had a nice day and it's only going to get nicer here. If you try to stop it now, it will only cost the lives of even more of our troops. Everyone stay calm and get away from the cage. Essence of bravery. Atomic screw. And white just cuts through it. Sheesh. Why does Siu not draw the pupils of characters when they're like in their serious modes or something? At least for White or Kallavan, that's true right now. I'm not sure if I have noticed the same with Bum. I think there have been times where Bum didn't have pupils as well. I'm surprised he's holding up so well against my Kallavan. He really is incredibly tough. Ironically, the most fatal wound he's got right now is the cut on his right arm made by that amateur Slayer candidate. That kind of hurts. My pride. Zahar is an interesting character. I might start hating him in the future, but that doesn't mean he'll be a bad char. It could be like Rachel. She's an interesting char, but the difference between her and Zahar is that I know more about Rachel, and she did fucked up shit. So I hate her for that, but I also think she's a good character. Yeah, and I love Rachel for that. Because she at least evokes some sort of emotions in me. If that makes any sense. It makes sense. Zahar is, we've seen Rachel do the fix. We have not seen Zahar do the fix. We have heard stuff from Zahar, but just hearing things is not enough to form an actual big opinion. You need to see him in action to form a really big opinion. The problem is we probably won't see Zahar in action for quite some time, I think. I'm really enjoying this little fight, but I'm starting to get hungry now. I can't wait to devour your soul when I'm done with you. White style, fatal sword skill. Sapphire single shot, deadly sword of light. These names are getting a bit too big. Like, okay, the name of this attack is White style fatal sword skill, Sapphire. White style fatal sword skill, Sapphire single shot, deadly sword of light. Sounds like an adventurer MC goes wrong. Yeah. I would not be against like a spin-off for the 13 Great Warriors, like climbing the tower. But if we do that spin-off right now, I feel like that would just spoil too much for Tower of God. That's why we cannot start it right now. Has my right arm already reached its limits? If he keeps attacking me like this, my whole body is gonna take some serious damage. Yeah, I haven't seen enough of him to hate, but enough to think he's an important and interesting char. Yeah. If Zahar turns out to be a fraud, that would be bad. I mean, Rin, we talked about that one theory, where it's not really Zahar. If he keeps attacking me like this, my whole body is gonna take some serious damage. I guess I'll just have to let him take my right arm. Ugh. Well, how surprising. You blew up your own arm. So, White already did more damage than Jin Sung Ha? Sheesh! By the way, how is the hole that Jin Sung Ha created in Kallavan's stomach? Is like such a wound. Apparently, such a wound is healable. Like, did he just recover from that? Or did he need like some sort of incredibly good healer? Just to block my attack. Kallavan doesn't operate on normal standards. Did he just use the power from the explosion to make an arm for himself? No problemo. Ready to keep going, boyo? You're tough. I'll give you that. What now? If we don't do something soon, the cage will be in danger. I'll teach you how to burn souls. You're going to be needing this power soon too. If I could summon the power of souls within me like White, would it help? With this power and that teleporting ability I used for a moment on the hidden floor of the second form, I might just be able to do something. But is that right? Is that the right thing to do? Does it make sense to burn these people's souls just to save the people I want to save? Yeah, because the people you want to save are worth more than just some souls that you have no idea who they belong to anyways. Like, bam, why are you now thinking like, these souls inside of me are worth more than people I don't know? I know, I think it's Kallavan's Essence of Bravery. It's some kind of cheat thing anyways. Same thing with White's soul absorbing ability. Every important character has some sort of cheat ability. White's soul absorbing, Kallavan's Essence of Bravery, Bum's just main character isekai powers, Karaka has like his heart in a place where he's impossible to kill normally. Like, all of these important characters have like some sort of cheat ability. Does it make sense to burn? Yeah. Wait, what am I thinking? So many people who trusted me have already died in battle here. Acting like I'm some kind of good guy after coming this far is pointless. If they resent me for this, I'll just have to accept it. I won't make any excuses. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. I owe it to all the people I brought here. I'm gonna use every ounce of power I've got. Okay, end of this chapter. That's a cool panel. With the thorn igniting more and more and the wings of Bum just growing in size. Pretty cool artwork. I don't know, I have a feeling that if I only go to 69 today, it might be a rather short stream. Let's get to 69 and see if I will continue further to like 74 or... Yeah, the next only possible stopping point would be 74. What the hell are they thinking? I think they figured out that we're hiding something in the cage, so they've decided to abandon the flagship. It appears they're trying to blow the ship up at close range. Those crazy bastards. Hurry! Evacuate everyone to the launcher. We're leaving the cage. Move it! Move it! We might not be able to fire a needle. Release the dock. Well, it was said that Kallavan survived the attack from Jinsung thanks to the Essence of Bravery. So yeah, it's pretty cheating power, but not super OP. I mean, Kallavan was already... Even Kallavan without the Essence of Bravery would already be a high ranker. At least I think that. So the Essence of Bravery just pushes him even higher. But there are still people in the cage. Let's go! Okay, useless. I never thought they'd go this far. Those guys are crazier than I thought. Maybe the blue guy ran away because he saw this coming. Get him back here right now. Would you look at that? He's one hell of a quick learner. Where is Kallavan? 5. What's he up to now? Hey! It's not polite to look away during a fight. Focus over here. It sucks that he neutralized my attack just now. A vacuum is forming in my soul's power. Nah, it's not super OP, but yeah, but it's like Pyro said, a lot of shards cheat in some way or another. I've got my old power back, but it doesn't last as long as it used to. I guess I'll just have to finish him up quickly. Swing, swing, swing! So your plan from the start was to slaughter the 4th Army Corps here and then regroup. Is this what General Headquarters wants? Yes, sir. The current 4th Army Corps is led by Company Commander Kallavan's subordinates. They're more loyal to Kallavan than to Lord Zahar's, so they don't belong in Lord Zahar's army to begin with. The best option is to get rid of them and regroup the Army Corps with troops who are loyal to Lord Zahar's. The most important thing is what Kallavan decides to do. If he abandons his troops and follows the orders, he might be promoted to Army Corps Commander once again. But if not, we'll have to get rid of him here. He may be strong, but the army doesn't need someone who prioritizes his own troops over loyalty to Lord Zahar's. He's kind of stealing powers as well. Yeah. The army should only be comprised of zealots and disposable servants of Lord Zahart. Don't you agree, Army Corps Commander Yasalacha? I wouldn't expect anything less from someone chosen by Adori. What a lunatic. Oh, that's right, the Slayer candidates. Hey, your men are throwing themselves to their deaths. Why are you stopping them? I can't just stand by and watch this anymore. Oh, no. If I don't do something, everyone on the flagship and inside the cage will die. Kallavan, those were your troops. Tell them to stop right now. This bastard. Is he saving his powers? He's completely focused on defense. Look like he's only after the Slayer candidate now. One wrong move, and I'll knock his head off. I tried to imagine it, like Mr. White did with his sword. Try to create the weapon you see in your mind. It's no different from a transformation. You can do it. Not gonna lie, seeing my Shenny in the Webtoon feels like a downgrade now, and you will buffed her a lot. Yeah, I have to say, I like the... Is this a controversial take? Tell me. I like the New World art style. I have not seen the Great Journey art style, so I cannot talk about that. But I like the New World and the anime art style over the Webtoon art style. Even if the Webtoon art style has improved significantly, I still like the anime art style more than the Webtoon art style. It's no different from a transformation. You can do it. Imagine it. Help me. I need an image to overcome the situation. Anime art style is my favorite. Totally understandable. I'm with you on that, probably. Is this a bow? Anime? No way. Oh, Violent coming in. What's your opinion, Violent? Tell us. Sorry, everyone. For me, this journey with you all has been like a dangerous but exciting brief act of rebellion. Our adventure together was really fun and thrilling, but as a member of the 10 families, I'd always felt like I was different from you guys. It's true I was somewhat immersed in the role and assigned to me by the Hidden Grove, but unlike you guys, I've always been well aware that the world never changes, no matter how hard you try. That's why I planned on gracefully bowing out someday when things got too dangerous. That's why it was just a casual act of rebellion for me. But after the war deepened and you guys were sealed away, the situation suddenly changed. In order to get revenge, the enraged members of the Hidden Grove started to come up with a plan with FUG to attack Lord Zahart. Meanwhile, I thought to myself, I've got to get out of here. There's no way we could ever beat Lord Zahart. I like the Webtoon Season 3 art style the most. New World art style is also pretty good, but Bum changed his character class to Archer now. I mean... wait. I mean, Viol is an archer, right? Yeah, Viol is an archer. So I'm wondering if the next Bum will also be an archer. I thought about trying to stop the members of the Hidden Grove. Or a magician. We need a magician Bum. I thought about trying to stop the members of the Hidden Grove. But there was no way for me to calm their rage. So I was determined to save them. I asked around and found out that one of my relatives was an elite member of Zahart's army. And I went to see him. But I should have never gone to see him. His name was Liberic. I told him FTG was planning to attack Lord Zahart, and asked him to save my friends from the Hidden Grove in exchange for telling him the date, time, and route. He told me not to worry, and promised to save my friends. Then on the day when everything was supposed to go down, as planned, I broke my team away from the others and led them down a different route, because Liberic was supposed to have sent some soldiers to set up a trap to catch us. The soldiers waiting by the trap were supposed to lock us up, and let us go once the battle was over. We're almost there, but when we got to the end of the path, Liberic was there waiting for us with a massive spear. Liberic? What are you doing here? New World is good, but it looks like any other game art style, but CU has a really cool and unique style and paneling style, unlike most Webtoons. Then Kallavan and his companions who went to ambush Lord Zahart. You can't just have an open-ended sentence, I hate it. The floating castle I saw in a vision will be here soon. Zahart should be asleep by himself in the castle without anyone guarding him. We've got to ambush him before anyone notices something's amiss. Lord Kallavan! What? Someone is standing by the cliff. You're here. Who are you? Strange, this wasn't in the vision I saw. Let me ask you something. What am I to you people? I was the first one to climb the tower. I was the greatest fisherman in battle, and I pioneered a civilization of mutual understanding among the people of the tower. But you probably know me best by a different word. The word king. Try to mention a single error. Wait, did we... Sorry, I need to scroll up again. Did we see... You can also help me with that. Did we hear on which floor this took place? Because this is crucial for my information, for my theory. Did we learn if the thing here, where the Hidden Grove met the heart, was that on floor 134? There might be no confirmation, so it's only assume, I guess. We don't know, okay. Newer just got more fan service. Aka, Hwari and Yuri Masheni got all bigger boobs and shit like that. The art style is good also, but overall I like the Webtoon the most. To be honest, the Webtoon is incredibly inconsistent. I mean, I like styles from the Webtoons, but the thing is, it's inconsistent. Like, with the appearances of characters, it's really inconsistent. And it's not just that they switch up their appearances. Like, Yuri seen in Season 1 looks way older than the Yuri we have seen in Season 2. In my opinion. So, I guess the boob size also varies of Yuri between the different chapters and everything. Try to imagine a single arrow capable of saving everyone you care about. I'm talking about Season 3 art style, to be clear. That's such growth in an artist. I think look early versus end of series Bleach. Yes, but the thing is, if you put early Yuri next to current Yuri, I would almost say that current Yuri looks more like the younger sister of Yuri than actual Yuri herself. Like, Yuri looked like a lady. Like, business lady style. And now she looks more like a teenage girl. I was the first one to climb the tower. Fisherman, bah, I'm the king. King, don't lie. King Zahar is asleep in his bedroom. What a fool. Are you sure of the future you saw? You're so full of yourself after getting just a little glimpse of destiny. Now you think you can predict everything? And yet you're blind to the truth staring you right in the face? What? You'll see for yourself once you start fighting. Whether I'm really the king or not. What should we do, Lord Kallavan? What if the guy is really Zahar? Still, he's all by himself. We can take him in a fight. Where are the Hidden Grove members? We can't reach him. Something's not right. I can't believe it. This wasn't in the destiny I saw. Where is Kallavan? 6. Let me check something. 156. That's the wrong... I didn't want to... 573. In the end, Kallavan and his companions were defeated by Lord Zahar, and the Hidden Grove members were overpowered by Liverick and his kitten man. Thankfully, Liverick didn't kill them, but instead of releasing them, he threatened to take them to prison and lock them up forever. We can take him in a fight. Young Kallavan was so hopeful and dumb. I mean, they're thinking the same thing at the moment. We can take all of the great family heads and also Zahar with our slayers. Well, our slayers still need to grow, but we can take them. Like, give me 1,000 more years. Give me 1,000 more years, and then we will be able to take them. They still have like this stupid hope. Like, at the moment, I don't believe that any slayer is capable of even getting close to what the family heads at the moment have power. I told him he couldn't do that and tried to resist, but the situation was already beyond my control. The thought of all those dead people filled me with regret and sadness, but feeling apologetic towards them didn't change anything. It hurt to think that I had ruined everything. After that, Liberick took the Hidden Grove members hostage and made me do a few things for him. And I had to follow his orders unquestioningly. That's how I've lived up until now. A long time had passed after that. Just recently he summoned me and asked me for a last request. He said that as long as I did what he asked, he would request the Hidden Grove members. Please! For the love of God! It can't be that. It's 2020, my dudes! It's 2020, my dudes, and this text box doesn't make any sense. He said that as long as I did what he asked, he would request the Hidden Grove members. He promised this would be the last time. Like, he requests the Hidden Grove members what? And I was so angry and said I wouldn't trust his lies ever again and stormed away. But in the end I couldn't refuse his offer. He was holding my friends hostage after all. Having a breakdown, I drank. I took a sip of water. But I still feel like there's so many, like, it's not only Tower of God. I noticed that in the other webtoons that I read regularly as well. And I wonder why Webtoon is not capable of having people proofread chapters. Like, why the fuck is Webtoon not capable of having correctly written chapters? I went back and apologized to Liberick. I promised to do anything as long as he spared my friends, and begged him to make sure this would be the last time whether I succeeded or failed. What choice did I have? This place was a living hell. It didn't matter, even if he was tricking me. I just wanted to rest in peace, as long as this was the last time. Sorry everyone. I'm sorry for being so weak. I'm sorry for being so pathetic. I just wanted to be with you guys. How did everything end up like this? If I had known this was how things would turn out, I would have tried to enjoy my time with you more. Why was I get so damn full of myself? Yes, why was I get so full of myself? If I could go back in time, I would throw everything away to stay with you all. Why am I so full of regret and struggling to fix everything now that it's all ruined? I'm sorry guys. I just want to rest now. No, don't Luch! Please! Don't! Lord Yama! The evacuation is complete. It's a good thing we didn't leave too many people in the cage to begin with. But even if we escape, I'm not sure if we'll be able to escape the blast radius. I'll do whatever I can to stop it. Wait, Lord Yama, I just heard from the Slayer candidate that he needs you to fight at the next wall. So he said he'll do whatever he can if you can just release the dog. What? What the heck's he thinking? A bow? Wait, is that... Maybe he does know what he's doing. Let's get out of here. Release the dog. Cling, 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 cling. Whoosh. The launcher is separating from the cage. Are they done evacuating? Flee! The flagship's gonna blow. The irregular's up to something. Stop him! He blocked all of our attacks. Damn it! Who the hell is that guy? The smiley face on his clothes. Who the heck is he? Look at all these action panels. That son of a bitch. He still got this much power left? What? White style spirit sword. Deadly spirit, white magnolia. By the way, is this a Katekyo Hitman Reborn reference? Is the essence of bravery a Katekyo Hitman Reborn reference? White style sword skill, deadly spirit blades. Oh my god! White, stop naming your names that long. White style sword skill, deadly spirit blades, diverging deathly swords of heavenly spirits. You know, I never thought of that law. But yeah, it's not that far-fetched, right? Because like in Katekyo Hitman Reborn, they have the, what's it called again? Dying Will? Dying Will flames? It's like the Dying Will flame. They have the Dying Will flames that look exactly like that. And Dying Will is basically also like, they bring out the courage of you because it's your dying will to do something. It's like a courage boost. So like the essence of bravery, like courage, bravery. And I kind of feel the connection, but I have no idea if it's like really from CEO connected. Oh, he just likes long attack names. He does, man, but like those names are weird. Who the hell is here? Oh, that's Luch. That's Luch. Luch these balls! Ah! Luch these balls! Gotta save the people in there. Big, big bang attack. Explosion. Everybody just looks at the explosion. Kun wouldn't react like that. That's out of character for him. By the way, Lutsch these balls only makes sense in German. Because Lutsch is like lick. Kun couldn't care less about some sort of random explosion. Like, the fuck? Why would he care about that? We're getting mini flashbacks for Kallavan and how he met the people. There he met Frog Person, then he met the 3 other guys, and there he met, he joined them together, and then he met the blue Frieza dude. And then he met the Sleepyhead from the Eurasia family, or from the other family connected to Eurasia. And then he felt the overwhelming might from the heart. And then he met Chonhee when he became a company commander. Then everybody liked Kallavan because he could play the piano. Like, what is this panel here for? Why the fuck is, like, every panel can somehow make sense for like, oh yeah, they're together and they formed a group. And like, everybody liked Kallavan because he could play the piano. Pow. Bang. Boom. Ah! How much longer, Slayer candidate? A bit more. Just a bit more. I've only got one chance. Tower of God translation typos I can tolerate, but when they can correctly translate some lines or names, I'm just so disappointed. Like Shinsu Black Hole Sphere is correctly Divine Origin Flow, or Essence of Bravery is more correctly as Essence of Nothingness. Also, I think of some of White Attack's names are part of some Korean poems. Yeah, and Korean and Chinese attack names, like from Xianxia, what was it, Xianxia? Wuxia, like Wuxia stories and stuff. Those attack names are hella long. Yeah, that's why I was confused there. You randomly used the German word and I thought I just didn't know that it's an English word also. Only got one chance. I need to summon every ounce of strength I have. Please, may this one shot... Bring everyone back to me. Okay, it's time for Pyro's weekly rant. You know, I might need to commission somebody to make me an animation of something like Pyro's weekly rant. Who else but Pyro? Because I need to summon every ounce of strength I have. Please, may this one shot bring everyone back to me. This is an attack that uses every last ounce of strength that Bum has. Do you know what it means if you use every single ounce of strength that you have? After you used everything you have, you normally fall unconscious or are unable to do anything. So if Bum doesn't fall unconscious, he did not use every ounce of strength he has. That's a big attack though. Pyro's a pedant? Pedant? Okay. I just needed to learn that word. I never heard of that word before. That's a new word for my vocabulary. Dude, you can call me that. It's basically true. If something is stated in the series, if something is stated in words, I take it for the words. Why would the character lie to me? Like, I'm using every power I have, except I actually didn't. I just told that to myself to motivate myself. Yeah, it's I just never heard that word. I heard the word pedantish, but I didn't know what it meant. Like, I know it as the adjective, but I had no idea what it actually means. It worked! That kid, he did! I knew he could do it. Whew! That little rugrat. Damn, that scared the crap out of me. Bum! I can't believe it. He used teleportation? Only a handful of high rankers can teleport. How could a mere regular do that? Yeah, Bum's already... That's why I'm really interested in how the story will continue after the raid on the nest. He seemed like a harmless little chick when he entered the nest. But after letting him into the front yard, it turned out that he was a beast. But for some strange reason, seeing him reminds me of my father. Which father? It's a genuine question. Which father do you mean, Mashani? Do you mean like Edouan? Or do you mean like Zahard? Zahard? Yeah, I feel like Zahard is probably more likely as well. Looks like the 4th Army Corps lost the battle at the first wall. Most of the enemy's main forces are still alive. The 4th Army Corps has basically been annihilated. What a pity. We have an order from the Vice Army Corps commander. Lord Yasracha is going to be here soon, so prepare for battle. I feel whenever princes talk about their father, they always mean Zahard. Makes sense. They basically got adopted into Zahard's family. Those guys sure are something. Well, it's better this way, isn't it? Let's have some fun. Battles aren't supposed to be fun. Okay, so the Lopobia family is going to turn up. Turn up. Turn up. Yes, we made it. We won the battle at the first wall. We can finally avenge our people. I thought this was it for real this time. I mean, I can see the future and predict whether we live or die a bit earlier than anyone else, but still, I believed in Bum all along. You said it, but so you say that, but isn't this defense a bit over the top then? Isn't it just to make the ride comfortable? Sure, whatever you say, useless. Kallavan 7. Whew, we barely managed to save this artillery. It hurts that we lost the cage, but it's already a miracle that we came out of the battle of this scale. Out of a battle of this scale this unsaved. Wait, how's the Slayer candidate doing? Is he okay? He just teleported this huge thing, but doesn't seem as exhausted as I thought he would be. He must have some pretty insane Shinsu stamina. So he did in fact not use every ounce of strength he has. But why the fuck you lying? Why the fuck you lying? I might need to build up a soundboard on Discord that I can use for streams or something. The more I get to know him, the more amazing he is. Hey, shall we continue? Although it does seem that your army corps' fate is already sealed no matter how hard you fight. Hey, Kallavan? Lord Kallavan! Has he lost his will to fight? He must be in shock. Not that I don't understand. But I don't exactly enjoy seeing such a great warrior looking so down. I'd really like to cut him into pieces and devour his soul, but since I absorbed the power of the souls from that explosion just now, if I were to fight right away, it would only hurt my reputation. I'll give him some time. What now, Division Commander? We're completely surrounded. At this rate, we're surrendering. What? We've been abandoned. The Army Corps Commander is not responding. There won't be any reinforcements. All the enemy high rankers are still alive. If we try to fight them now, we'll only sacrifice more of our troops. Surrender, everyone. Cease battle. Lord Hong. Yo, it's Lulu, my girl. He did use everything. His recovery rate is just too high. He just put all of his skill points in mana. If he just put all of his skill points in mana, then he would not be that strong. It's just that Bum, for every skill point a normal character gets, Bum gets 1000 skill points. The 4th Army Corps surrendered. We made it. Then even you are not dead! Why do you make this character survive? There's no reason to make this character survive. Like, we saw them basically get blasted by an explosion when they tanked an attack for Kun. They tanked a hit from one of these spaceships for Kun so that Kun get through. Why the frick does this character still live? I know, mana skills with attack also. Yeah, that would be weird. One of CO's bad habits. The worst habits of CO, man. This is a minus 0.1 for me in a total point. Whenever I see a character that should be dead, still be alive, I remove 0.1 points from my Tower of God ranking, man. The enemy surrendered. The battle for this war is over. We won. Thank you. Bum. Bum! Are you alright? Kun? You helped me. You helped Mr. White get his power back, didn't you? I survived thanks to that, but that was really dangerous. Next time, please at least give me a heads up. Bum, did you use the power of the souls you took from White? Are you sure you're okay? I'm fine. Actually, I feel like I'm bursting with power. I don't think we'll have a problem moving on to the next war like this. Why the fuck is Kun hugging him? Let's try to think of it as a good thing. Those souls probably lent you their powers thinking that you'd use them for a good cause. Still better than Oda with his deaths for me. I think they are literally... I think Siu is worse. Siu had more fake out deaths than Oda. Also, Bum should lose more often. Don't think this will work on YouTube, but whatever. Yeah, you wanted to... I don't know. Cursive. I think there have been more fake out deaths in Tower of God than One Piece. But I agree that Oda also has the problem with fake out deaths. Like in the last arc, or last few arcs, there have been 1, 2, at least 3 or 4 characters that should have died that somehow managed to survive. Probably lent you their powers thinking that you'd use them for a good cause. But don't blame yourself. You see, White's power like you predicted. I revived it with the souls of the people who died in this battle. But I didn't think about them at all while I gathered their souls. I didn't feel guilty either. I'm sure the same goes for White. The fact that you feel sorry for them and it hurts you so much to use their power distinguishes you from me and White. Don't ever doubt those feelings of yours, Bum. I'm terrible at giving speeches like this. I'm only doing it because the experts of cool speeches like Urek or Yuri Zahart aren't around. Okay. Yum 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 yum. You know who he reminds me of? Especially now because he's licking himself? Hisoka. He kind of reminds me of Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. They're like, pretty little boy. Oh, I can't wait to suck you up. Get your powers. Oh, I can't wait to fight you at your full force. Oh, go on. Bah! Blowing up the flagship. His own soldiers win. How could he kill them like that? How could he do such a thing? Luch was on the flagship when it blew up. What? You sure Luch, was he still alive? I'm certain of it. Luch wasn't the one who blew up the flagship. That new 4th Army commander, I bet he's behind all of this. I'll never forgive him. I'll never forgive that son of a bitch. Doan. She's got the same look in her eyes as when I first met her. I guess that means we're going into battle again, to avenge someone else. Doan, to be honest, I don't want you to fight either. But if we don't fight... But if we don't fight, what? But if we don't fight, what? Did Karaka just push out Han Sung-yu and Chon Hya? Crazy. This place. Are we back out on the outside again? Okay, so Chon Hya doesn't look hurt at all, and Han Sung-yu also looks not hurt at all. So did the two just like drink coffee? Yes, it's good that nothing important was messed with. Karaka, what the hell have you done? How did it battle? Your army corps lost. What? Knowing Hansung, it's a real possibility. Yeah, I know. What? I don't know for sure, but it seems like the new army corps commander abandoned you guys. Since he blew up the main ship without even sending it into the battle. That can't be true. Don't you dare lie to me. Why would you do that? If it's so hard to believe, have a look for yourself. Your flagship is gone without a trace. Lord Kallavan, is it true that Army Corps Commander Liberick abandoned us? Yes, it is. How could he? Then it means the explosion of the flagship? It was an order from Army Corps Commander Liberick. I believed he was planning to abandon us and form an entirely new Army Corps of new soldiers. What are you going to do now, Lord Kallavan? Division Commander Chon Hya. If I go against the military law to take back my position as Army Corps Commander again, will you follow me? Pardon? Lord Kallavan, you mean... That's right. I'm going to kill Army Commander Liberick and take back my position. So temporary alliance with Kallavan, I guess. Well, this is unexpected. I never imagined the dummy would have divine sea creatures defending them. Defending it. Yeah, Hansung had his lunch break, so don't blame him. I blame Siu for not having them at least bleed a bit. I guess the dummy itself was just a fishbowl designated to send the creatures out if it came under attack. No wonder you took the risk and stayed in the dummy, but it's no use resisting now. You heard the news from the outside, right? The 4th Army Corps has already surrendered. Even with the divine sea creature, you don't stand a chance against me in close combats. Oh, wait, I don't want to fight you anymore. I participated in this battle for my own personal reasons anyway. I don't want to sacrifice my life for it. I'll help you, please spare me. My information will be useful to you guys. If you let me live, I'll tell you the location of the secret place hidden within the nest. A secret place? Do you know why the army and the Lopobia family decided to fight here in the nest? If you don't know why, you guys will never make it out of here alive. Load the needle! Are we really moving right onto the next wall? I know the 4th Army Corps surrendered, but everyone on our side is already exhausted. I'm not sure if we should rush ahead like this. There's a high chance that the Heart's forces never thought we'd make it past the first wall. Now they're in a panic. Isn't it the best time to push ahead? Dragging this out may only increase the fear within our own troops. Besides, Bum feels fine enough and says it's better for us to keep going. It's true that right now Bum's stronger than he's ever been. White's in his best condition too. But, Kun, you've gotta admit that you can't be objective when Bum's involved. Ivanka reminds me of Sophia Alexander from Lokism for some reason. I can see that comparison. I can see the comparison. Only that I think that Sophia ranks higher in her verse than Evankel in this verse. Fine. The problem will be after we break through the wall. I'm totally objective. No, you're not. Kun, accept it. You're not objective when it comes to your lover boy bomb. You're right. Even the giant needle will only make a hole in the wall for a short while. The enemy will wait until we move in through the hole made of the needle. We might even never see a Sophia fight. And focus their firepower on it. But we also predicted that much. That's why we're prepared. A special gift for them in the needle. They'll buy us some time. Who the heck are you? Wait, I know this little fella. Welcome back. I know the little fella. Was he the guy on the ship before the floor test for the of catching the flower of the Sigina, where Urek appeared? Was he that guy? Yeah, so that's just right here, on the other side of the wall. You forgot about this. You forgot that our baseball boy Love is going to appear. Why is this stream fine for you guys? Because I'm getting oh, good, okay. Is the stream fine for you guys? Because it says for me that YouTube doesn't get like enough frames from me or something. Am I dropping frames? I don't think that I'm dropping frames. Nah. What the fuck is YouTube talking about? Fire now! Fine, okay, then everything could, I guess. Big explosion from big needle. Look at this big needle. Red needle. What's the thing again? Red needle. Yummy. Red needle. Yeah, they managed to get through the second wall. The second defensive wall. Oh, there's Chestnut Guy again. All troops, prepare for attack. Fire the cannons. Slay the enemies who come through the wall. The tip of the needle. How many people did you bring with you? Even as a high ranker, I've never seen so many troops at once. After seeing those cute little regulars on the test floor, seeing these rankers here almost makes me sick. I have no idea, like, you said 20th floor, but I don't remember even a bit about them. Armored soldiers, charge! Into drawing zigzag. Animas, release Shinhas from the fishbowl. The fishbowl. Look at all these pretty animals. Woo! Ugh. Shinsu drawing. Circle. Wait. Huh? Why is Slav fighting against Zahar's family? Hooah! Seriously? FUG? Test Director Augustus, is it really true? How did you find out? I came upon it while going through the files yesterday. The location and purpose of your last business trip was top secret, so I tracked the course of the floating ship and found out that it was headed over a place involved with FUG. Is it true? Yeah. How could you fool me this whole time? First 20th chapters of season 2. Yeah, I think I remember a bit, but I don't remember. Like, he was completely insignificant, basically. I've got to tell the authorities right away. Stop right there, Love. What's that? It's a record of all the fried chicken you've bought with company funds outside of work hours. It's proof that you've been embezzling money. What? Embezzling money? You've been telling me for years that I can buy as much chicken as I want. I was just saying that. No company in a tower would ever spend this much money on chicken. Buying this outside of work hours is embezzlement. Boy's just carrying this giant ball like a backpack. Yeah, he's not there for anything else. He's basically a slave for the Lopobia family. I never thought you'd actually eat this much. 50 chickens a day? Seriously? You must be out of your mind. If I send this to the regular administration office, you're finished. Once you're on the administration officer's radars, you'll never get a decent job, even as a ranker. But you'll just end up being a ranker who cleans up trash on the outskirts of the tower. You liar! I know quite a bit about you. You entered the tower because FUG murdered your parents. Even after becoming a ranker, you were so obsessed with getting revenge that you joined the dojo of a very famous high ranker at the time and received training to get stronger. The master and his disciples all treated you like a member of their own family. Having lost your parents long ago, you probably thought of that place as your new home. Home. I bet those were pretty happy times for you. But that happiness didn't last long. While you were away for a few days, everyone in the dojo was accused of treason against the Heart's army and got slaughtered. But luckily, you weren't there with them and survived. There shouldn't be a king. You wandered around trying to find a way to clear the name of your dead friends. But you found out later that it wasn't a false accusation, it was true. In the end, the truth didn't matter to you. Confused by these turns of events, you set aside your thirst for revenge temporarily, and made up all kinds of excuses to run away from the truth and turn your back on the world, before you finally ended up here. How did you all know all that? There's a reason I kept you around as my assistant, even though you hate FUG that much. I hired you knowing you dislike both FUG and the Heart's forces. Remember Slayer candidate you fought before? The Heart's forces are holding his master hostage, so he's waging a war to rescue his master. I owe his master a debt of gratitude too, so I'd like to help the Slayer candidates, and you're gonna have to come with me, so I can make sure you don't talk to anyone. What? Why would I go there? I may not like the Heart's forces, but I have no intention of helping evil. I know. You wondered about whether the Slayer candidate is evil after you met him. It's true that FUG does a lot of evil things, but is the boy evil for wanting to rescue his master? I don't think so. If anyone were to find out about you embezzling company funds, you'd be seen as evil too. But that's a false accusation. It doesn't matter. You don't know whether the Slayer candidate was falsely accused either, do you? Just because FUG is the epitome of evil to you doesn't make the boy evil too. Love eating 50 chickens in a day. Love eating 50 chickens in a day sounds wrong. Sounds like he eats his own body weight in a day. Just look at this guy. He's probably 50 centimeters in height. Love eating 50 chickens. Like, if it's just chicken wings, like, you know, from KFC and stuff, it's not that. Like, I can eat 24 chickens a day. No, wait, 24 chickens is more like dinner and dessert. So, like, a bit more. So, 50 chickens a day, if it's like wings from KFC, that's easily doable. But if it's like whole chicken, yeah, that's too much. Because it's not good or evil. It's like the difference between fried and barbecued chicken. I don't like it either, but if you don't come with me, I'll have to kill you to shut you up. Either way, you risk death, but you'll find the truth somewhere in there too. I'm not telling you to join FUG. I'm asking you to help that boy. If you help me get out of here safely and fight in that war, I'll make sure you're rewarded accordingly. It's up to you to decide. Oh! Blue! In the end, I had to bite the bullet and accept Lord Augustus' proposal. But he probably planned this whole thing, including those files I found. Upshoot! The money I agreed to put my life on the line for was sent to me right away. You've just received an insane amount of money. And it was way too much money to refuse. And along with her promise to help me escape before anyone else. Promise to help me find the bastard who killed my parents. Really? I mean it. And above all... I can't forgive them for holding his master hostage. They may even not be a right answer to the question of whether fried or barbecue chicken is better. But to me, you people, fried is better. There's no argument here. I think fried is way better. Leagues above barbecue. Love. Lethal move. Are evil. Change up. I think it's time for you guys to get out there too. Shake hands. Oh, it's Chilia and Lilia. Expectations. Chilia and Lilia. Anyone want to send me an insane amount of money? Nah, I come first, Ren. Yes, Miss Sophia. Inside the hole made by the needle. The canine's bum and his team. The battle's already begun. It's on the other side of the wall. We'd better hurry. But if we all rush in there at once, there's a good chance we'll fall right into the enemy's line of fire. If we find an opening in the enemy's attacks, the lead troops will go on first, followed by the rest in turn just like we planned. The canines will stay in the rear and charge in after. I know it sucks, but Yasudacha knows what the canines are capable of. We may have come prepared, but we can't send in the canines first, when we have no idea what kind of trick Yasudacha got up his sleeve. Give up on getting revenge on Yasudacha? What do you mean? I mean, if you're trying to get revenge, forget about it. You can't beat Yasudacha. How do you know, Doom? As long as I avoid that skill of his. It's still not possible. You're underestimating Yasudacha. Do you have any idea how powerful he is? I heard a lot about him from our father. He was both very and afraid of Yasudacha. But no one else in our family except our father expected Yasudacha could be such a monster. Oh yeah, sure, Mr. YouTuber, my bad. I'm sorry, Ren. You know, I'm doing this for you. Everything I achieve now will be useful for you in the future. When Yasudacha first came to the Lopobia family, Doom looks so freaking young. Doom looks like a baby. Like, not like a baby, but Doom doesn't look older than 16. When Yasudacha first came to the Lopobia family, everyone called him a nameless pet cat. All he ever did was sit next to the leader of the family and act cute, but it turns out he was a wild beast. Are you sure it's okay to move on to the next war with Kallavan and the 4th Army Corps? Relax, it didn't seem like he was thinking about stabbing us in the back. You saw their flagship blow up right in front of us. I know he only promised to help until he gets rid of the new 4th Army Corps commander and we save Jin Sun-ha, but having one less enemy to fight even for a little while is a big advantage for us. Trying to fight them and Yasudacha at the same time would cost us way too many lives. Huarian said it's okay, so let's just trust her. We're here to rescue Jin Sun-ha after all. Right, even though it's only temporarily. I never imagined I'd end up fighting alongside Kallavan. Oh, Tower of God, Season 1, the final episode. Is this where the anime ended? Could be that the anime ended here. What? It's really ending like this? How can I, who looked so formidable at the start, end up as such a tiny creature? I guess everybody hates that. Not gonna lie, I think even Boom would be a better name than Paul. True! Doom, Boom, and Yama. Oh my god. No! Rin. I think Yama should have been named Boom. And Paul should have been named Zoom. Then we got Doom, Boom, and Zoom. It's like Trick, Tick, and Track. You know those ducklings from Donald Duck and Scrooge McDuck? Boom, Doom, and Zoom? That's crazy. Doom, Boom, and Zoom. Was the anime made to promote you? No, Ruck, you look like this in the webtoon as well. Like, the anime even gave the people an like something to look forward to, because Big Ruck is never going to appear ever again. Who is the dark looking dude? Beats me, he looks a little familiar. Oh, it's Viol. The next floor! What's he saying? But he looks a little sad. Thank you for watching Tower of God on Crunchyroll. So we got Kun, Bum, Ruck, and Viol already in the back. I hope it was a pleasant journey. You can continue from blah blah blah. I don't need to read that. I hope that we can meet again someday. That was said in 2020, right? Yep, this was said in June 2020, and now, 3 years later, or maybe in 2024, we might be finally getting a second season. You want to go to the next wall with us and kill the new 4th Army Corps commander? I don't need to read that shit out loud. I don't need to read that shit out loud. Do you seriously mean that? Yes. I'm going to pass the wall, kill the 4th Army Corps commander, and take back my position as Army Corps commander. Since we have the same goal of getting past the next defensive wall, how about we work together for now to help each other out? Kallavan, how are we supposed to trust you? Is it not your goal to rescue Jin Sung-ha? Even if I regain my title, I won't attack you all until you rescue him. You have my words. I don't think you have anything to lose if I fight the 4th Army Corps commander for you, right? What should we do? I'm not sure. We accept your offer. But Mr. Yu, he's the reason our master was taken away in the first place. But wouldn't fighting Kallavan cost us too many lives? And that's before we even get to pass the next wall. Right now, it's best we try to minimize collateral damage. Our top priority is saving Jin Sung-ha, isn't it? Yes, but I want to get revenge against Kallavan. Even though he said he will help me rescue my master now, I still want revenge because I'm a kid. In exchange, I'd like to lead the charge in the next wall. And can you promise to get rid of the new 4th Army Corps? To be honest, I don't feel comfortable having you guys coming behind us. Absolutely, we would prefer that as well. And irregular, don't worry. We're just teaming up for a little bit. After we're done, we'll never be on the same side again. I know this won't make your anger or hostility towards me go away, so don't worry. You and I are eternal enemies. And someday, we'll be able to fight again. Evankel, are you really taking that sniper with you? Yeah, she agreed to help us. But even the 4th Army Corps is a handful right now. I'll keep her close besides me. If there really is such a place in the nest like the sniper says, we don't stand a chance. But if the others were to learn of this, it would be utter chaos. They might even give up on the battle. I've gotta destroy it, no matter what. The second defensive wall, 2. Yes, but not gonna lie, I would say the same thing just because I wouldn't trust them. The first wall is being completely breached. The 4th Army Corps was practically annihilated and all the enemy high rankers are alive. This is an inexcusable disaster, Army Corps Commander Liberic. How do you plan on making up for this mistake? Not at all, Miss Princess. HQ and I wanted to destroy and rebuild the 4th Army Corps anyway, so there's no need to be so critical. If any problem comes up because of this, I'll deal with them. The new 4th Army Corps Commander is on standby, so don't worry. Ah, I see. Ah, so confident as always. Where does he get that confidence from? Yes, hey, that's enough. You'll have to deal with them. Have you forgotten we're in charge of the next wall? You're gonna follow our lead in this game. Game? That's right. Princess. We may all be gathered here together, but everyone seems to have slightly different goals. It won't be easy for any of us to stop them on our own anyway. So we prepared a little game where each of us can find a suitable opponent to fight. You can look forward to it. It's gonna be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Okay. What's your plan, Princess? I'm thinking of going to the central floating ship with the branch leader. I leave Army Corps Commander Yasuracha in charge of the battle at the next wall and have everyone follow his orders. Since we gathered all the Army Corps commanders here under the conditions that each wall will be under the command of each Army Corps, everyone follows orders. Since we gathered all the Army Corps commanders here on the condition that each wall will be under the command of each Army Corps. Do as you wish, 5th Army Corps Commander. It's only right. Thank you, Princess, and Army Corps Commander Liberic. I know we're working together at the request of the Lopobia family and HQ, but I hope you'll refrain from acting on your own again. Now, let's get moving. If we let them get any farther, it'll hurt the Army Corps' pride. You can't waste any more time. We've got 2 Army Corps up against them after all. Make sure you finish them off once and for all now. Yes, Princess. Step. Is he going to betray them? This guy's so... Like, I have this heavy feeling that this guy is going to betray the people because he's like Pobido. Pyro seems to be in a good mood now, bouncing around from left to right. Well, he stopped doing that when I started typing, but anyway. I'm doing the VTuber bounce. If I was a flesh tuber, you can just see me sitting. But as a VTuber, I need to bounce left and right for you to have some movement. He's from the Pobido family as well. Like, he's from the Kun and the Pobido family. Like, Kuns are schemas and Pobido is like literally Gusting. And Gusting wants to betray the people. So I'm really thinking that he might betray everyone here. The front line by the second defensive wall. I just need to help my help real quick. Be right back, 5 minutes. Okay, here ya again tomorrow, Rin. Was nice having you. Because when Rin says 5 minutes, it's not 5 minutes. High rankers are really tough to beat. It won't be easy for Love to wander around on his own, and I can't go anywhere. Because inside the giant needle behind me, there's a warp device that's gonna help us escape once this battle is over. I must defend it no matter what. I really want to break down the damn wall. Well, we'll give it a try. Oh, you're here. It wasn't Shilia and Lilia, it's 2 new characters. Sophia Tan's disciples. Sophia Tan was an elder of FUG, right? Or was she a slayer? Wave controllers from Sol Yang 1, Namo and Sola. I like their designs. If Namo is the left one, I think I like her more. Like, I like the fierceness in the eyes compared to the soft eyes from the other one. I know knew you were hesitating about coming here. Be careful, this place is very dangerous even for rankers. Even though I like the designs, I also have to say, I don't think we need any more characters, CU. You have so many unused characters already that you can just stop introducing more and more characters. Be careful, this place is dangerous even for rankers. It's alright, it's an honor to be able to help you, Slayers. Honor, huh? I thought you wanted to impress some of the higher-ups in this battle so you can get out of Sol Yang 1 and get promoted. You said you want to leave Sol Yang 1 because there aren't any men. You came because you wanted out too. You abominable. You said there's some game you want to buy or something. Can you please say that kind of stuff quietly? It's already annoying enough. That we have to hold hands right now, because it's only when we work together. Our Shinsu's the strongest, remember? That's an interesting twist that they need to hold hands. Chestnut Man is going in! Oh no, he blocked it! There goes my first attack. Those high rankers are something else. If we're not careful, we might end up checking out of life itself instead of just Sol Hang Yong. What the hell is Sol Hyang Won, by the way? Sol Hyang Won. Did I hear of that part of FUG before? What is it? Hey, just shut it, will you? They're coming. Don't let go, even if you're scared. You'll want to talk. They're destroying the stuff. Guide, the battle's been going on for a while now. When are we going to fight? Just wait a little bit longer. The enemy hasn't fired the main cannons yet. We must build up our own wall of defense at the same time. Once the lighthouse gives the signal, that's when it's go time. The enemy doesn't have a light bearer. Keep firing. Pew, pew, pew! Fire the main cannons. Pew, 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 pew! Sol Yang Won can be translated to as snow god. Are weird. Like, as you said, the translation stuff is fine, but sometimes I wonder, like, sometimes they go with the Korean version, sometimes they go with a completely different name, and other times they go with something like a translation, a literal translation. Like, there are 3 different versions of how they use things in the story, and it's super weird. Like, if you're a translator, why don't you do things like in one way and not 3 different ways? Sophia Tan's lighthouse control. Hexagon crystal. What's going on here? I thought they said there weren't any ranker level light bearers in the battle at the first wall. Were they hiding a light bearer in that needle? Varian, what's going on? If we had a light bearer, why didn't we use them before? Because I figured Bum would resolve the situation for us. Besides, this is what she agreed to help us with from the start. Before entering the nest. Miss Sophia, are you saying you'll help us yourself? That's right. I like to check out that boy's abilities too. I don't think I can take any troops with me since most of my subordinates will be against it, but if you don't mind, I'm in. Of course we'd love to have you join us. I've actually had a part for you in mind from the very start. Could you help us safely escape from the battlefields? We're taking a warp device with us, to get out of there safely after rescuing Jin Sung-ha from the nest. You're good with lighthouses, so I'd appreciate it if you could protect the warp device for us until the very end. Alright, it almost sounds as if you knew I'd agree to help you. You're a good guide, but seeing as how a guide like you is looking for an escape route from the get-go, I take it this battle isn't going to be easy. Yeah, but we're still going to try our best. Everything would have fallen apart if we lost Sophia's lighthouse when the flagship blew up. It's a good thing Bum took care of it for us. It may have only been for a brief moment, but he made me feel that being a guide was worthwhile. Wow, you've got nerves of steel, huh? Now, send in the first wave. You must be the famous Slayer candidate. I love the cheese guy. The cheese guy is so cute. Nice to meet you. We're the feline people. Well, not all of us are, but don't worry about that. I don't see Army Corps Commander Liberick. Hey, this wasn't in the plan. Where's he hiding? Former Army Corps Commander Kallavan, what are you doing with the enemy? Hey, you don't mind me talking down to you, right? Since you're only a company commander now. But are you seriously betraying the army? Ugh! Jeez, holy crap! How frightening. I don't want to harm the other troops. All I want is my position as 4th Army Corps Commander. Bring Liberick to me. If you get in my way, I'll slaughter the 5th Army Corps too. Are you insane? Hey, screw ranks, I'm gonna kick your ass. Don't be stupid, man, he'll destroy you. Stop it before you piss him off. You guys don't stand a chance against him. Lord Yasracha! Looks like there are more people here than we had anticipated. That's alright. We're going to need some traffic control here. Yasracha just appeared on the other side of the wall. So he's Yasracha. Now listen up, you brave souls. To match everyone up with their best suited opponents, we're gonna play a game. Hi everyone, this is Siu. I'm going to have to take a break from publishing Tower of God for a time being due to health reasons. I feel very sorry to all my readers about having to pause in the middle of a series like this. I try to get lots of rest and get healthy again so that I can continue the story when I come back. Thank you for your constant support. I'll see you all again when I'm feeling better. Since I'm not sure how long this break is going to be, make sure to press subscribe to receive a notification when the series starts being uploaded again. You can hit that subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. It looks like that. And you can also hit the subscribe button on YouTube if you want to see my future reactions to Tower... I stumbled. If you want to see my future reactions to Tower of God. See you also said, press that subscribe button. Thank you all. I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. Sincerely, see you. Okay. Hiatus over. So are we now pre-hiatus, obviously? Is this actually pre-hiatus? Or did another hiatus come for you guys? Because I felt like it sounded like there was another hiatus that you guys went through. Tower of God. Can you already see... I feel like you can already see a bit of the improvements here after the hiatus, because like for his return chapter after the hiatus, there's more details in different parts. Normally, some characters wouldn't have like their pupils. Is he an irregular? This is my first time seeing an irregular aside from Lord Zahard or the family leaders. He doesn't look all that different from us. I would have never guessed he's an irregular if no one told me. What the fuck are you talking about? Zahard and the 10 great family leaders also don't look all that different from you guys. Like, they look exactly the same like every other human. At least the family leaders that we have seen so far. As the host of this game, I look forward to playing with such impressive players. What game? Game? But before we start the game, I have to apologize for something. I didn't think we would end up facing each other as enemies like this, former Army Commander, Corps Commander Kallavan. I apologize on behalf of the army. I had no idea Liberick was up to something like this. We in the 5th Army Corps have no grudge against you, so we'd rather not fight. If you agree to participate in the game that I've prepared, I'll give you a chance to meet Army Corps Commander Liberick. What do you say? If you refuse, we'll have no choice but to fight. Fight you. So I hope you'll agree to take part. So you'll let me meet Army Corps Commander Liberick if I just participate in your little game? That's right. I'd like to just let you meet him, but I work for the army, so you can understand my situation, right? It's a long hiatus that CEO needed for his surgery and recovery and training new assistants. After that, he took a short time to review his story and prepare his plans for a few next years. And that was this hiatus right now. Or is there another hiatus that happens like in 2022? Alright, in that case I'll gladly take part in your game. But if you break your promise, I'll do everything I can to destroy you and the 5th Army Corps. Alright, don't worry, I'll make sure that it won't be necessary. It looks like things have calmed down a bit on Kallavan's end. But I still don't see the person who should have shown up first. Baylord Yama. Damn it, when can I leave? The 2nd defensive wall, 3. Yama, I know you're eager to go, but just wait a little bit longer. Let's wait and see what Yastacha's game is before you leave. Nah, fine. It's so hard to calm down. I've never been so anxious in my life. Bam. Yama's patience is reaching its limits. He looks like he might just jump out any minute now. There's only so much a regular like me can do to stop him. Would you mind asking Yastacha what kind of game he has in his mind? Sure. Excuse me. You say you want to play a game, right? What kind of game do you have in mind? A game that will allow you to get what you want if you're willing to suffer just a little bit. Are you interested? I'm not sure I need more details than that. I'm not sure I need more details than that. You're more cautious than I thought, but you're going to have to play anyway. Bring it out! So there's going to be a lot of 1 versus 1s, I think. It's huge. What the heck is that thing? This is where we'll be playing our game. It's called the Cat Tower. Now you're going to play a game in that tower and on several floating islands. The 2 areas are completely different but synced with each other. How many chapters left for today? Probably going for 74. So like 5.5. If you remember, even Young Zahar and Edan was said to have some holiness that characters felt from them, so the current Den family heads must have godly presence. Some holiness. That's super weird. Like, why do they have this holiness? Does every irregular normally start out with this holiness? And only Bum was like weird for even irregulars? 2 areas are completely different but synced with each other, and you'll go between the 2 as you complete the game. You'll be divided between the 2 areas, but you'll try to help or hinder each other as part of the game. Just as so you know, some canines are trapped in the Cat Tower. If you refuse to play the game, they'll all die. Although they won't all survive, even if you agree to play the game, of course. That son of a... I should have known. Still, it's better to save a few than to let them all die, right? So what do you say? If you don't feel like playing my game, you can just have a normal fight. It's just that you'll lose all the canines in the tower. Don't try any of your cheap little tricks with me. This isn't a game. There you are. I tried to wait, but I couldn't stand it anymore. Yama! You're holding people hostage and you call yourself an Army Corps commander? You should be ashamed of yourself. Get out here right now so I can fight you. If I win, you let the executives go. Ah, Yama, you're sure confident for someone who was hiding from me. Shut up! I was only hiding because you're such a sneaky bastard. I'm not afraid of you. Get out of here right now. I'm going to settle this once and for all. You're kidding, right? Why would I just go ahead and fight you, huh? But don't know if many people like the Cat Tower or not, but I really enjoyed it. Well, I didn't like one thing during the Cat Tower, but other than that, you know, blah 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 blah. Let's go ahead and fight. What? I'm trying to change the dynamic a bit with those canine hostages. Fighting you now wouldn't help turn the tables in our favor at all, so why would I do that? Weren't you aware of that when you challenged me? Just look around, Yama. This war won't end simply by rescuing those canines. That boy came here to rescue his master. I still hate Bomb's ponytail. 74, huh? But the next few chapters are probably one of the longest. Really? Like, if 74 would be the next ending spot if I don't stop here right now. Because 69 is the end of this second wall defensive arc. Before 70 is probably the cat tower. I might just end here then, I guess. Because I don't want to stream like 11 p.m. or something. So probably this will be the last chapter. Yeah. I think this is the last chapter for today then. Don't need to read too long. Yama, you may have come here to avenge the K-Knights, but achieving your own personal revenge won't bring this war to an end. Now, to everyone who's listening, think carefully about this. This game may be dangerous, but it will take you to wherever you go, wherever you want to go. It would be ridiculous to throw away a chance like that, just to fight me right now. It's up to you all. Will you play the game and go where you want to go? Or will you let all those hostages die? Just to fight the 5th Army Command Corps. Let's do it. He said we can rescue the hostages and go wherever we want, right? I think we should do it. Evankel, what are you doing? What's gotten into little Evankel all of a sudden? Hey Kitty, you said this game will let us go anywhere we want, right? That's right, the Cat Tower is an arena officially certified by the administrator. I wouldn't lie about that. Can I go somewhere even if I don't know the exact location? Yeah, you can. You can even go somewhere I don't know about. The administrator is the one sending you there, not me. Why? Where do you want to go? Somewhere in the nest. Liv up here behind me doesn't know the exact location, but she says she knows for sure it exists. I'd rather not say anything about it. If I can get there with just that little bit of information and my own willpower, I'll play your own game. Great. I'm not sure where you're going, but if you play the game, I'm sure you can get there. Okay, then I'm in. What's Evankel doing all of a sudden? She never said a word about any of that to us. Do you have any idea where she might want to go, Hwaryon? I'm not sure. I'm a guide, not a mind reader. She must have heard something from the sniper Leva. But if that's what she's decided, then we'll have no choice but to play the game. That guy Yasracha, the commander of the 5th Army Corps, is a lot more clever than I thought. Why didn't you all just agree to play the game? We don't really have any other option right now anyways. That's true, although I'd really like to tear off his head right now. I don't care what we do as long as I can get to the Army Corps Commander Liberec. Alright then, what do you say, Ragret? If you're all playing, then I'll play too. I'm not sure if I like this. It feels like we're playing right into his hands. Let us play too! Hey, it's too dangerous! She's so upset with success. Alright, we've decided. Yes, Russia, we accept your proposal. We'll play the game. Great, go ahead and start the game. Yes, sir! Yo, we're getting inside a tower. In the tower. This is Towerception. Crazy. Whoever is going to play, please get on the platforms in front of you. The one on the left is for those starting on the field. This is for the team captains who have somewhere they would like to go. Up to 4 people may go. The platform on the right is for the Cat Tower. Those of you who wish to support the team captains and rescue the hostages in the Cat Tower should get on this platform. And the platform in the very back is for one floating ship and it's personal. I'll give you a moment to decide where you would like to go. Yama's floating ship. By some miracle, we managed to get past the first defensive wall without too much damage. But I didn't see this game coming. Who's going where? Well, we basically know who the 4 team captains are. They're the reason why we came all this way after all. Although Evankel kind of surprised me. True, we couldn't change their minds, even if we wanted to. They'll just do whatever they want anyway. There's no chance that high rankers would ever listen to us, right? You know? But still, wouldn't it be better to change things up to be a bit more unpredictable? I'm sure the high rankers will all want to be captains, but honestly, Bam doesn't really have to be a captain, does he? Don't be ridiculous, Kun. Bam may be the weakest of the 4, but he's certainly the most stubborn. He'll do whatever it takes to rescue his master himself. But I don't like that it feels like we're doing exactly what the enemy expected. Bam isn't the only student of Jin Sung Ha. There's Karaka too. Besides, Yaslasha said they can go back and forth between 2 areas. So it might be better for Bam not to be a captain so that he can stay off the enemy's radars. Kun, I know what you're thinking. And what would that be? Let's be honest, you're just afraid of putting Bam in. Should try to get Karaka to be a captain instead. Stop treading his story out, you goddamn cat. Huh? Why does he suddenly call somebody a cat? You haven't changed one bit. It's almost a sickness with you. Guardian? I understand you want to protect your friend, but this is a Bum's choice. Bum would feel like he had let all those victims down if he isn't captain. Didn't you come here with him because you respect his opinion, Kun? If Bum backs down here, the army will lose its momentum, and that wouldn't help Bum. I know. A few minutes later. We'll see you later. Keep our retreat clear for us until we get back. Don't worry, Lord Yama. It will be against the rules if they bother us while the game is in progress, so they won't give us any trouble. And even if they do, Sophia's lighthouse will protect the area around the warp device. And there are canine warriors inside the needle as well. Even if they try to attack, we can certainly hold them off until you all get back. We've got your back, so just relax and focus on the game. Kallavan, if you're going after Limerick, I'm coming with you too. I don't particularly like fighting, but I can't forgive that jerk. Fine, just don't get in my way. Yeah, worry about yourself. Lord Augustus, would it be okay if I take part in the game as well? Love, I don't really see any reason for you to participate. Wouldn't it be better if you stay behind and guard the rear with me? If regulars are going, as a ranker, I don't want to back away from a fight. I want to fight too. Alright, then as long as you won't regret it, but you'd better fight your absolute hardest. I will. Bum will go with the people running the floating ship. I'm not sure what kind of game this is, or what our role will be, but I think it would be best if I stay in the floating ship just in case. Sure, be careful. Is that snake guy trying to keep an eye on me? Why is he taking the risk of participating in... Don't worry, this game is fair, rules approved by the administrator. If I break the rules, I'll be kicked out of here immediately. The participants have finished boarding the platforms. I'll now set up the map and request permission to start the game from the administrator. The administrator has given his consent. I'll start moving the platforms. If you fall up while the platform is moving, you'll be automatically disqualified, so I advise you all remain still. I think it's starting. Let's get going. So they're moving somewhere. Huh? I see something. Welcome, participants. Is this Monopoly? Is this Monopoly? This is where you'll be playing the game. It's called the cat map. A cat? I don't like the look of that. What kind of game is this? And the game you will be playing here is called Gakja-do-saeng. Gakja-do-saeng. What does that translate, Viol, if you're still here? Violin? You're not Viol? No. You're Violin Azul. Gakja-do-saeng? The name means that each of you will have your own separate fights in your respective parts of the map in order to reach your destination. When the game begins, the field in front of you will be split up and be rearranged in 4 shapes. Each of the 4 maps has its own size and roads. Your 4 captains will start the game on those 4 fields and try to reach your destination. Question. Yasracha said that the participants in the cat tower can also come to the field. How does that work? Gakja-do-saeng. To each their own or something like that. Okay. How does that work? They can come here as part of a separate game in the cat tower. The game will be explained in greater detail in the cat tower. And as Lord Yasracha mentioned, the canine hostages are trapped in the cat tower. The helpers in the cat tower can set the hostages free independently from the game. Any hostages you fail to rescue by the end of game will be trapped in the cat tower forever. What? Hey, what are you talking about? The game and rescuing the hostages are 2 separate things. How are they separate? They're really trying to take advantage of those hostages, huh? For your information, the game on this field is a turn-based game. You'll have to 10 minutes for each turn, and the total number of turns is limited to 20 per map. Just so you know, if participant Bum fails to reach his destination within 20 turns, the teleport will be blocked and Shin-Sung-ha will be trapped in a giant floating stone. What? In 20 turns my master will be trapped in Suspendium? What happens to my master if I use all my turns and win? If you reach your destination, the teleport will be delayed and you will have a chance to rescue Shin-Sung-ha, so don't worry. What? You mean you won't let Shin-Sung-ha go even if you finish the game? That's right, this game is merely lets you go wherever you want. You'll have to rely on your own abilities to get anything beyond that. This game allows you to reach a destination of your choice. It's up to you to obtain whatever it is that you want when you get there. It doesn't look like there are any more questions. I'll get the map ready and start the game. First, I'll move the helpers to the cat tower. Be careful, Bum. We'll do whatever we can to get to that field, so see you there. Okay, be careful everyone. Don't get hurt. Bum. I will now rearrange the map into 4 shapes. Meow. The rearrangement is complete. I'll send out the captains now. Field. The captains have reached their respective fields. Soon, the game will begin. Near the defensive wall. The new 4th Army Corps flagship, Raven. A game, huh? I get the feeling Army Corps Commander Yasracha is just wasting time. Oh well, we're going to win anyway. We'll just play along until then. You all had better get ready to join in on the game too. You're the new division commanders of the new 4th Army Corps after all. Even more characters. Not like we have enough characters already or something. I mean, the design is cool. I especially like the one on the left here. He especially looks cool. The other ones, I don't like. The designs are weird. Like this elk, like this sort of elk guy who has like multiple faces, like mouse. Then this weird rhinoceros guy, and some woman. She looks like an ordinary woman, but he looks pretty cool. Yes, sir. Princess, the game is ready and the participants are in the field. Please send me the participants chosen to take part in the game. Gakcha-do-san, a cat tower. I'm not sure where he got this idea from, but Army Corps Commander Yasracha sure knows how to make things interesting. I like it. Have fun, little brother. So, is she talking about Kun? Or is there another Kun person participating? Like AA or another Kun? Activate the timer on the teleport device. Set the limit to 10 minutes after 20 turns. If the timer runs out... There's this gigantic snake as well still that we haven't dealt with. Shin-Sung-ha will be sealed in the Suspendium. And this is the end of today's Tower of Costume. Okay, let's go over to the other screen. Let's turn this off. Let's turn this off. Let's remodel myself to look like a pretty colored boy again. And let's do this here. Because, I don't know, but I will say this. This stream was fine. There weren't any, like, special problems I had with anything. But the biggest thing I have to say is, I am not going to change any of the rankings I had for characters. There were not any big things happening with which I would say that I need to move around some of the rankings or give Tower of God a higher ranking. I think the things are going to stay here. Or should I... No, actually I'm going to stay this. I was thinking about maybe Joaquin going over Ubam. But Joaquin is... by the way, it says Joaquin for some reason. It should obviously be Joaquin. He's just going to stay there. Joaquin still needs one more thing until he, like, improves over Bum. Or Bum needs more stupid stuff happening so that he is, like, just drops even more. That's the two things waiting for us. And, hey, did you guys look at the cleavage? Damn, that's a lot of booba. That's a lot of damage. Wow. Wow. uh, uh, yeah, I'm sorry, man. I just randomly got this idea and I wanted to try it out, man. I just randomly wanted to try it out. I just randomly wanted to try some stuff out here. For some reason, seeing your full body scared. No, man. This is quite the comfy pillow, man. Quite the comfy pillow. My full body being cursed. Look at my full body, Rin. Look at it! Look at it! Look at my shoes! Look at them! Look at them, Rin! I can even do crazy things like this! Wait. No. Wait, do I? How do I do this again? I forgot how to do it. How do I spin myself around again? I forgot how to spin. No, I forgot how to spin! I need to be able to spin. Ah. Please let me spin. I want to spin. Please. Please. Let me spin. Let me spin, everyone. Big feet? I have normal feet, okay? Those are normal sized feet, Rin. Maybe you just have small feet. Weirdo. Weirdo. I think this is actually... Was I this big before? Or was I smaller? I think this seems to be about the same size. Was I bigger? No, I think this is actually correct. Maybe it was a bit lower. Was I lower? Not sure, not sure. Not sure. But good Tower of God stream. With this, we have reached another milestone. I think we are now... let me recalculate again. We are now at chapter 486. And in total, there are 573 chapters on Webtoon at the moment. So 573 divided by 486. We are now, by the way, the other direction, 486 divided by 573. We are now at 84.8%. I'm catching up to you guys. I'm catching up to you guys. All that's left is for me to catch up. And it's only going to take like... I don't know. In my current calculations, it will take until around February. Nah. Nah. I'm not going to push up the ranking 1 point, Rin, because there was the fake out death of this random dog girl, and the random dog girl should have been dead. It's not like I would have cared for her death, but she should have been dead. So to make yourself happy, let's just say the dog girl not being dead was a minus 0.1, but then because the chapters were okay to good, there was a plus 0.1. So now we are still at 6.6. Great. That's good, that's good, that's good. So let me repeat a few things here. As you can see in the bottom left, there's still the Tower of God New World Alliance, White Lie. That's the alliance that Rin and I created in the new game Tower of God New World. If you perhaps play this game, you can join our guild. our alliance. If our alliance is full, we will surely kick somebody out of it just for you to join. That is how important you guys are for us to join this crew. And then also, if you, like, I have to say this, if you watch this far, I would really appreciate it if you could click on that like button and also that subscribe button. We are inching closer to 250 subscribers, and also with that, we have reached the halfway point to 500 subscribers. And 500 is like a really, really big point that we need to reach. Because at 500 subscribers, we will unlock memberships and other big features that are on YouTube channels. So with memberships, I might even be able to do some more crazy stuff in streams in the future. So this is going to be something really good for all of us. And as Rin said, in the last event on Tower of God New World, we were basically in the top 0. something percent. We were at the top. We are one of the best free-to-play guilds, I guess. So, but as you guys might have already guessed, this is everything from me today. We are going to see each other again on the next Thursday. That will be the 31st of August. And until then, all that's left to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Pyro, out. Bye, guys!